Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Celebrate You. Today, we have a very special topic, and everybody can relate, and that is our friend procrastination. Or no, it's a really important topic. So today, I brought to you a leadership coach. So we have Mutiat Adebowale to talk to us about procrastination and frameworks on how we can deal with it. So Mutiat, thank you very much and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Monica, for having me on this show. Thank you. I'm really grateful.
Thank you. Okie dokie. So let's go straight into the topic. What is procrastination?
Let's just put procrastination is when you push what you need to do today till tomorrow, and sometimes you don't ever get to do it. So that's procrastination, the thing that holds you from becoming as productive as you can, leaning into the things you need to do to achieve the greatness that you desire. So when you push that forward and you push it forward, you're procrastinating.
Yes. And I think more importantly, it's like we procrastinate the little things like washing the dishes, but we procrastinate taking actions toward our dreams or taking action towards building the business. So that is when procrastination is like so important to just explore. It's not good, bad, no judgment. So let's just explore. So what is, in your opinion, like what is the root cause? Why do we procrastinate?
There are so many reasons that people procrastinate. One of the greatest reasons people procrastinate is fear. Because they don't know, they don't want to put themselves out there to do. They are afraid of what it's going to cost them. They are afraid, sometimes they don't even have, enough motivation. They don't know what they're going to get, when they do the job. So there's so many things that cause people to procrastinate. But one of the greatest thing is fear, the fear of the unknown. What is going to happen, when I achieve it? What is going to happen when I don't achieve it? So the fear of failure as well as the fear of success, because it is either you're not prepared for the results that is going to give you in terms of, if I get really successful, how am I going to cope and manage with this? If I fail and I don't accomplish it, how am I going to cope about this? How am I going to manage? So either way, looking forward, looking backwards, it's the fear of something. Well, most of the time people don't know, and then they make excuses. It's because I don't have time. It's because I don't have money. It's because I do not have the skills, different things. So they make excuses. But the thing beneath that excuse is a fear of some sort. So until people are ready to untangle that root, I like to tell people, when you are procrastinating for too long, particularly, it's okay when we procrastinate to do the washing and we do that tomorrow. That's if they get to do it. And you see, those little procrastination as well, they affect things in our lives. Yeah. Okay. So when I say it's okay, it's not like, oh, it's okay, do it. No, but at least maybe to an extent, okay? But when we then become real procrastinators, whereby everything you need to do, particularly things that are going to affect your life, affect, the results that you get, affect your business, your career, your income, then you begin to shift those forward and it begins to have huge impact in your life, then that is a huge problem. That becomes a big problem for people.
So I think we've all, absolutely everyone has experienced procrastination. It's a human thing. We all do it. But as anything, just like fear, it's not about not procrastinating, but more like catching yourself when you are procrastinating and then taking action accordingly. So you told me the other day you have a framework on procrastination, on how to avoid procrastination.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because you see, even procrastination by itself is a thing of the mind. Okay. just as I said, it's something to do with either you're afraid of success or you're afraid of failure. You're afraid of what people will say, or you're afraid of putting yourself out and challenging yourself to do something that's difficult, to do something that's going to give you rewards. So either way, it's something to do with, where your mind is with regards to that thing that you need to do, or that result that you need to get that you're not getting. So if that's the case, then we need to work on our minds. It helps a lot when you're able to prepare yourself from within with anything that you want to achieve.
How do we do it?
Exercise. So how you're going to do that is just simple, four-way framework. We don't have enough vision. So the first thing is you want to reclaim your vision. Okay. So reclaim. So it's called the RIPE model. The RIPE model for success. So to stop procrastinating, you want to say to yourself, I like to say, to my
I also talk to myself, don't worry.
I say to them, I am ripe for this, whatever it is. For example, you want to lose weight, or you want to earn more money, or you want to build your relationship. You say, I am ripe for this goal. So you name the name of the goal. I am ripe for this goal. I am ripe for this. So ripe is
what does ripe
R, that is reclaim your vision. Okay. So you see yourself as big as you can. You dream so big. So the vision is first thing.
Vision has to pull you rather than you push to get it.
That's the thing. So when you are clear about that big vision, that moves you, towards taking action. So the first thing is you reclaim your vision. You see, that's part of you that you have left aside, and you are thinking, oh, I can achieve it. You see yourself doing big things. When you see yourself doing big things, you begin to prepare yourself for achieving that big thing. So first, reclaim your vision. That is R. Okay. And when you reclaim your vision, you interrupt the pattern. Okay, so the pattern of you procrastinating, holding forth on the things you need to do, you find what is keeping me, what is holding me from taking action, what is, because it's an actual exercise, when I work with my people. So when you reclaim the goal, so they have to have a specific goal they want to achieve. So when they reclaim the vision, seeing themselves achieving that big goal, they interrupt the passion. So what is holding me from doing this? So the pattern is what's stopping them from taking action to achieve that goal. So they now begin to write down everything that's been holding them, the obstacles. Is it my thoughts? Is it my behavior? Is it habit? So they want to break that cycle.
The pattern interrupt is basically bringing awareness.
That's the thing.
Everything that you've been telling yourself and keeping you from
doing what you want to do. Okay.
Just to make it very practical, it's for example, if I am not doing a podcast episode or releasing a podcast episode, just to put it in context, it may be that it is, hey, my list of things that are holding me back. There may be, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I need to work. Oh, I need to do the dishes. Oh, I need to go grocery shopping. Oh, I need to call my dad. No, now I need to call my grandma. Oh, I need to do my banking day-to-day things. Oh, I'm tired. I need to sleep. No, I don't want to do it. It's like, it's too late. See, I just went for a whole narrative of more than 10 things that I tell myself when I am not posting a podcast episode.
Exactly.
So that's step number 2,
identifying, what's holding you. So you interrupt that pattern. So we want to interrupt it. You stop it. You find ways. We write down the things you can begin to do to take away those hindrances, those obstacles.
And what is the P? That it's the 3rd step.
So the P is prep your mind. Prep. So you now work on your mind. So you see things such as, you could begin to say affirmations that help you to overcome, all of those obstacles, that see you bigger than where you are. Things that will show you the way you need to do. So you do some inner work, preparing your mind. And you know that for anything to happen in our lives, it first starts in the mind. If it has happened in the mind, if you've achieved it in your mind, if you've seen it, you've seen yourself in the mind. So we do a number of, work preparing your mind. It could be visualization. It could be tapping, different things. So when you prepare your mind, so you know that you are ready from within, and the E is execute. You go for
Execute.
and
Yes.
take action.
Yes.
So
The
that
E
it.
is super important.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I recap what you said, when it comes to procrastination, we can think of a 4-phase model that it's called RIPE.
Yeah.
Basically, the first one is reclaim my vision.
Vision. That vision is important.
Yeah. Of course, first I need to reconnect with my vision. But it's like, it's that process of reconnecting with my vision and reclaiming my vision. Yeah. Then second, write down, it's the interrupt. Write down all the things that I tell myself why I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
Third one, prep the mind with affirmations. Fourth one, execution, take action. So then I remember next time when I'm doing the podcast and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to post. And I'm like, oh yeah, tomorrow. Then but this is very true, because it's like, that happens to me all the time. That's just a minor example.
It's most of us, so many things.
Yeah.
But if we can reconnect from a deeper level, then it helps us to take that action. Yeah.
And then it is in that moment, given that now we have a roadmap and a framework, then it is that moment when I know I have to release the podcast, for example. And then I tell myself, oh, no, just let me wash the dishes. Oh, tomorrow I'm too tired. Oh, at that moment is when I reclaim my vision.
Exactly. And you tell yourself, it's ripe for me to do it now.
Awesome. I reclaim my vision. I reconnect with that. And basically, it's not just the vision, it's the why it is important.
Exactly.
And then once I start creating a new pattern, I guess, like a new brain.
To break everything that's holding you.
Exactly.
You find another reason. If you give yourself, for example, the time, I don't have time, and you give yourself, what can I do to give me more time? So it gives you, so you begin to use your mind to solve that problem immediately.
Oh,
and
you
can have a million and one things to do to give you that time you said you didn't have. Yeah.
That's a wonderful point, because then you're saying, of course, procrastination will continue to happen. Of course, my brain will continue to come up with a list of things of why I should not do it, or why there's better things to do. And for example, when I come up with an excuse, you're telling us that then I should, for example, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have energy. Then a more powerful way of doing is, once I'm catching myself, it is to say exactly what you said like 2 minutes ago. It's like, how can I find time?
What can I do now to find that time?
Can I do that?
What is the cost? What is the cost of not finding time versus the cost of, if I can get some time to do it? What is it going to cost me? What am I going to get? So there are different ways. Just disrupt that pattern in a way. Just, there are ways. So you find a solution to what's holding you back. And there are a million ways. And when you begin to explore this, you see, oh, I do have time. Eventually it gives us the solution immediately when we go through it that way.
Yeah. Awesome. So when you work with your clients and then you guide them through this model, and now they know, okay, I'm dealing with procrastination, I've got this model, but then of course life gets on the way. What are the most common excuses people use even when they know the framework?
Oh, even when they know
the framework.
We are humans.
That's why I'm asking.
People can say an emergency happened and I couldn't do it.
Happened. Okay.
It was an emergency. I didn't plan for that, and something else took over, that sort of thing. And then we'll work on that. Okay, something else took over. Did you plan in your diary to do it another day? And then, we go back to just get that motivation on and get that reason why when you do it, the reward and the result that you get is so much higher than your reason for not doing it, or your excuses for not doing it. So we get into that motivation state. It's just for people to get motivated and know what they're going to get versus what they are taking away from themselves when they do not do what they're meant to do. So, we are so wired to motivation. So when we know what we're taking, and there, as I said, there's so many ways we can do this. But when people, for example, know what they're taking away from themselves, for example, if you were meant to, okay, let's use this podcast, and you know that what you're taking away from yourself is one, the exposure you get, a lot of people listening to your podcast, watching. Two, if somebody ever told you, oh, I watched your post, or I listened to your podcast and it helped me, imagine tens of thousands of those people who are losing out. What does that mean to you? For you taking that away from them, that experience, people waiting on you. So there are so many things. So if you look at the effect of why you're not doing it and what that's going to cause, then you can think back and say, I think I should stop. Yes, I should stop procrastinating because it's worth life, that sort of thing. So we get the motivation back. Why are you doing it? What is it going to give you? What is it going to give 1 million people? What's the ripple effect? Your family, your people depending on you, so depending on what it is. And then we go into that motivation state. When we know, what we're going to get, what other people are going to get from it, or what we're losing, it's either the pain or the pleasure. So when we know all of these motivation strands, then yes, people are likely to get into action.
Awesome. I love this, Mutiat, especially because it's a big topic like procrastination, but you nailed it in less than 30 minutes with this beautiful framework. So thank you so much. And then where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Mutiat Adebowale. I'm on Instagram, Mutiat Adebowale, and my website is creativebusinesssuite.com, or my leadership website is stressfreeexecutives.com. So anyway, and I think maybe when people just start, well, I'm not the only Mutiat Adebowale, but this channel, I'm on LinkedIn.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, especially like your last name, I'm like, oh, I'm reading it every time I pronounce it, but don't worry, I will add it in the Spotify notes so people can find you with the links properly. So that is not a problem. That's not a reason to procrastinate. Awesomeness. Which final remarks could you tell people?
Okay, what I'm just going to tell people is know that there is no one in the universe, the entire universe, as big as it is, that can give what you are meant to give. And when you choose not to give what you're meant to give the world, you are robbing the entire universe of your personal and unique gift to us. So we're waiting for you, wherever you are. Show up. Thank you.
Awesomeness. Thank you, Mutiat, so much. And everyone, remember to listen to the episode again and take one thing, one concept. In this case, it's one framework, but you can even break it down. One thing, and take action on that thing so that then you can not only listen, but basically absorb and execute on all this knowledge. Wishing you everyone a marvelous day, sending you much love. And Mutiat, thank you so much again, and speak with you all next week. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you for having me on your show. I'm really grateful.
Thank you, Mutiat. Ah.